either you've cooked ama umpeleke tu nje hivi. Kuna vile tu ma compliments zinaanza kutokezea tu hapo.
Umempata.
Ni kama anakumbuka you're handsome.
You can actually imagine my husband would be in bed sleeping deeply. Akisikia tu.
What are your biggest fears or insecurities in your relationship?
My biggest fear is if the Lord one day decides that she has to leave
I die
this earth before me.
No. You die before me. That's my biggest fear.
No way yako ni.
Yeah, that's my fear.
That's our biggest fear. I think our wish would be kama ni kwenda tuende sote at the same time.
That's my fear too. But
Meant to be.
Actually, apparently, it's something that people don't usually discuss. Yeah, death. But I think I was a person who used to bring it up randomly, and he didn't like it. He doesn't
Why
like
are we
it.
discussing death?
He doesn't like that.
True. Hey, your topic I think is quite.
Hata huyu apendi hiyo kitu.
But it's reality, and it can happen. So.
But there's nothing we can do about it when it happens. So let's.
But
talk
no,
about
do you know what? It's good to at least discuss.
A bit.
Kuna ile wishes.
Yeah. On that note, let me ask: what is your thinking about life insurance summer policy as a young family?
It really helps. It will help you.
So medical life.
Yes, it will help you.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your take? I think I don't believe in okay, to me, insurance sounds like those scams. Do you see those online scams? No, it sounds like that. It usually sounds like that.
It really helps. What I've seen with my friend right now, it really helps. And you being open, now, it will be one person
taking care of
all those things. And it won't be easy. You see, you have school fees to pay. You have food to put on the table. You have, maybe you're living in a rental. You have to pay rent every month. It's not easy. It's not easy.
So couples.
And that's why we usually say, at least both of you should be working. Because when one goes, God forbid, but
so mwingine ni passenger princess na taleta pesa.
Hapana. Hiyo sasa hapo ndo unaanza kukua chizi. Ama unaanza kutafutana na wababa to keep up with that life. Ama inakuwa stressful. Unaanza kudown. Sasa watoto, you're putting kids in a, I don't know, hawakui in that comfortable space venye the way the dad ama they were raised. So it's good
to think about it.
Yeah.
So all the couples who are watching, let us know, what do you think about life insurance? And you know, whenever they come to sell to you, nakwambia unajua unaweza kufa. Unaweza enda.
Are you God?
Hata kesho unaweza.
Are you God?
Tunatambia tu hapa nje uteguke wewe.
Unaweza enda.
Which can happen.
Which is true.
But
I've seen it with my friend, so
yeah. I think anyway, let me not say.
It was I usually feel it kama ilikuwa to me. So I'm feeling how she's going through until now. Yeah. It's something that recurs.
So tell us, what do you think about life insurance as a couple or as a family?
Good.
I think also need to consider probably the biblical perspective here. Biblical, of course, na realities.
Yeah.
Life insurance.
Insurance about life.
Oh, okay. Aya. Tutoke kwa hizo mashida na masijima. Well, what do you admire most about your partner? Tupe list.
Acha tu niwaambie. 1, his humility, his genuineness, he is the way he how do I put it? You see, there's a way somebody loves you and you feel like you're not loving them adequately. That is how he makes me feel. Like I usually look at him and I'm like, hey, unanipenda. Eh? Unanipenda. Si nimependwa. Like, hey. And then the other thing, his positivity. Like he has a positive mind. When he sets his mind to do something, liwe liwalo, he will do it. It might not go as time frame planned, but he definitely will do it. That's one thing I admire about him outside the marriage dream. Because me, I think I'm a very bad procrastinator. I I live a day for a day. I'm like, for sure. God just brought us so that we can complement each other, because really.
You.
Repeat the question. Please repeat the question.
What do you admire most about your partner?
Number one, okay, later on, it became beauty came top on the list. But as we were starting off, her honesty, that was the very first thing that pulled me towards her, and it has never left. I don't know, probably that made me even see the beauty more, or I don't know, maybe the beauty increased as we went along. Honesty, beauty, you're the most understanding person I know. Most understanding person, yeah. So those three for me would be my biggest.
And on that note, what's her love language?
What's her love language? Okay, first of all, I just came to hear those love language things when I got married, because I know language is English from Kiswahili. But now, in the perspective of how I've had people talking, I think is, what does your partner, what appeals to your partner, or what communicates to your partner? Food.
That's nice.
Ukimpatia chakula.
Good food.
You're good. Hapo mtapelekana.
Na si, most especially kama si yenye amepika, so either you've cooked ama umpeleke tu nje hivi. Kuna vile tu ma compliments zinaanza kutokezea tu hapo.
Umempata.
Ni kama anakumbuka your handsome. You're my strong pillar. Yeah, so food. I also know she's not an Indo person like I am. Yeah, so even if it's just a walk, even if it's something out of the norms, tumeamka leo tumekaa hapa tumefanya hii, tena kesho tumefanya hiyo. Me, I have no problem with that routine. If it's something that I'm interested in, I would sit, edit. Today I will sit, edit tomorrow.
I mean, we make good soldiers. But not husbands.
And probably, if I have work to do, I can even stay indoors a week and I'll just be fine, you know, eat, yeah. I'll just be fine. So for her, something out of the ordinary, moving out, she would enjoy that. Yeah. So I don't know if that couples have a love language.
Just praising the Lord. His love language is touch.
Hiyo mimi napenda sana.
Yeah, he's a touch person. Yeah. Intimacy, like being close to each other.
Words.
Yes, words too. Yeah. but he would just touch you the whole night, the whole day. You'd be fine.
Kwa nini umeongea ni kama una complain? Sielewi.
Apparently, that's what my
Oh,
love
nimemshika
language.
tena. So you are actually complaining.
Not really.
Not
Yeah, but
ameshika hivi.
that is how different we are.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
It's allowed.
It's very allowed.
Yeah, so that is something he would do any day, anytime.
But do not confuse me, si wale wa kupiga story.
No, that's
No, that's
I find that annoying.
Ama anatembea mbele yako. Unaona hango ilianza kuchange. Sasa
Anakuja huko.
unasonga hivi.
that's what you
Kuelezea
annoying.
kitu kupiga story. But I think touch is very important for couples. Sorry for
No, it's okay.
interjecting. There's a way touch brings you back together mentally. Ni kama kulikuwa na shida ni nini, nakuta mambo inapoa. Ama ni nimesema ukweli?
Ni ukweli.
Okay. Please.
I mean, there are times even I complain if I realize ni kama
Nikasi hajaguzwa.
wewe na wewe shida yako ni
You can
nini?
actually imagine my husband would be in bed sleeping deeply. Akisikia tu
Wana comedy. Hii ni comedy sasa hii.
ni ukweli. Like would literally unajua venye real huwa akiamkanga kwa kitanda apate kama tunamwangalia. The smile he gives. That is you.
Ni baby boy. Ni baby
nice.
boy. So as we wind up,
Yeah, imekuwa short. Yeah, imekuwa short.
sijasema as we.
Okay.
Sijasema namaliza.
Okay,
Tuko
okay.
katika kitabu nini
Harakati.
chalala salama. Yes. What do you acha ni rephrase hii. What can he do to you that can make you feel loved and cared for? Doing.
Do.
Yes.
Niseme tu.
Sema tu.
What he doesn't do always.
Sasa hiyo ifanywe. Ndio ifanywe sasa. Asante.
Lesson learned.
What he doesn't do always. Yeah. But I really like it when he goes to the kitchen and cooks. I like it.
So bro, Kanyanga kitchen. I feel more
He used
loved
to do
and cared.
that when we had just gotten married.
They do that.
And then I don't know.
Hii ni episode ya kidogo.
I don't know what happened.
I had to.
Like you know, he would awake me, breakfast in bed. I'm like, the queen I am. And then how?
Shock on
Say ni
you.
jitete. Say you are like brother jitete.
But babe, once in a while,
You cook, that's true.
Once in
And
a
those are
while.
my happiest moments.
so back to food.
Food.
But now you see, that's what you will do to make her feel loved and cared. On your side, say ni kufungua roho.
Rudia swali.
What can she do that you can feel you're loved and cared for?
Wow. She shouldn't change.
Venye yako ako sawa.
She shouldn't change.
Thank you.
Simple and yani baki tu venye uko. The last question. What advice would you give to newlyweds or couples considering marriage? Venye nini yote alikuwa anasemanga marriage.
You wanna go first?
I think you go first.
There will be a lot of advice even when you have not asked for them from outside here. Although some may mean well while they are telling you so, the best coach for marriage is God. And there is no one script that is cut for all
marriage,
for
yeah.
marriage. Spend time with your partner. And remember, you only have one life. There is no rehearsal. Love this person the best way you can, because there is no other chance to do this again. There is no other person you're going to get married to, at least in the biblical perspective. So give your all, and somehow it will come back to you. If you love this person better, not because you're expecting them they will do the other, they will reciprocate. Somehow this love will spill over, and put God first.
What I'd tell the ones that are planning to get into marriage, or the ones that are young in marriage, is marriage can be whatever you make it. If you want your marriage to be superb, make it superb. If you want your marriage to go down the trench, just do things that other people will tell you to do that do not match you or your union as a couple. There are people who will come and advise you, meaning well. Kwa nini hutembeangi na wamama wengine? Why are you always in your husband's shoulder all the time?
Why?
Why shouldn't I? He's my life partner.
So unatafuta nini kwa mama wengine?
Ninatafuta nini kwa wamama wengine?
Uko na mama wawili tayari.
Already. My two mothers are here. So you can see that is probably coming from tachangamana na wengine. But at the end of the day, he is the only priority that I have as a woman. Hata nikifika mbinguni hawataniuliza women ministries ulikuwa unafanya nini. They will ask me about this man that I got married to. They will ask me about the children that I have raised. So I think knowing when to set which comes number what, your priorities, your family, your husband should be your number one priority. Of course, after God. Yeah. And in most cases, sometimes you might get a partner who is not very spiritually inclined. But just like the Bible says, if you as a woman learn to be submissive to them and do what you would want them to do, you will draw them even to Christ. And they will become as good as you wanted them to be. So I think being that person that you want to see in the other person would help them reflect the same on you. Yeah.
And just the last one. Affirm your partner as often as possible. Remind them how you love them. You know, when we were dating, I already told you I love you. Ni nini nafaa nikwambie usiku, tena nikwambie tena kesho asubuhi, tena okay.
It used to be
in the beginning it was
Hard.
It was hard. I told you, and truly I genuinely love you. What is this thing we're telling each other every other time? But because of the cares of this world and how things can be tough, sometimes things can just start filling our heads. Does he still love me? Does he still find me attractive?
Does he even notice me?
Does he notice me? So affirm your partners as much as possible. Verbally appreciate them. Not just because of how they look, but even the things they do that make a difference in your life. Yeah.
Be an open book as well. Don't think. You see, they say when you're married, you become one. The truth is, yes, you are one, but not always. There's sometimes when you are thinking different about different issues. So be open. If you feel this way about something, let the other person know. if this person has made it a difficult day for you today, let them know. Because there is no other person you can go to tell. Me, I'm not of an idea of, I have a problem with my marriage. Then I come to Jen and start saying, I have this problem. You know, my husband is like this.
And the issue.
And then the issue is
at home.
It is us. Yeah, so that is one of the things that has broken a lot of marriages, because you don't know. You don't know which, and you see with the nature of women especially, when you talk to very many women, the advice usually first would be, wachana na yeye. Those are men.
Kwani ujui wako hivyo?
Wanakuanga tu hivyo. Welcome to the club. Such disheartening things, and something that could have been solved katikati yenu. Because at the end of the day, for them, they are going to their homes. They are going to treat their husbands as kings. You're coming home with a full bombarded mind of, wanaume kumbe mnakuanga hivi. Even though unataka kukua, basi bring it on, I bring it on. You can't work that way.
And probably this would be my last word. This is not an advice. This is my belief. I'm supposed to cover the nakedness of my wife, and this I don't mean literally her nakedness. At no point will I entertain anything that undermines how she's perceived publicly. Whether she's wrong or she's right, we may go and fight at home, but never in public will I be in support of anything that, sort of ni kama inaonyesha dosari zake, or somebody comes, somebody comes with stories about you, and now I'm offering a listening ear. Yeah.
Hiyo akikuja nayo namwambia tu jiweke.
Sijakuita. Au uko.
Na ubind.
Yeah.
That's a nice episode.